Previously on our shipping container project, we have completed the inside enough to be able to transport it up to the ranch. In this video, watch us get the container into its resting spot and giving us a safe place to sleep with both kids. Also, as I finally get to be a part of the build on the house again.
Alright guys, so here's a look at our setup, fully loaded. It's definitely big. Alright, so a little scoop on the trailer we got here. I've been looking on Facebook for the past month trying to find a 40-foot trailer that we could haul the sea can in, not to buy, but to find somebody that would let me rent it. And after asking a whole bunch of people, I finally found one guy that said we could rent it. Went and picked it up last week because I was going to move the boom lift up here. Grabbed it. As I'm leaving, I go to check the brakes and it didn't have any brakes, so I ended up telling the guy, and he made me take it over to his mechanic. They looked at it, said it could be a variety of things, and said it had to get booked in. So I figured, well, I'll take it home and try it out. And upon getting home, I was a little iffy with the brakes, and then I couldn't get the ramps to slide over, so I finally said no, I'm not going to do it. Fast forward to this week, I said to the guy, if you get this brakes fixed, I'd love to rent it for this coming weekend. So he sent it into the shop, supposedly had the brakes fixed, went to pick it up last night, and went to leave from the mechanic shop with it, and same thing, no brakes, it felt like. So they came out and took a look at it, and we found that 5 out of the 6 are locking up, but not very well. So I decided to take it anyways, and I said I'll see how it is. It was pretty hairy in some hills, coming downhill. You apply too much brake and she starts wanting to hop, so I had to slow it down quite a bit. Anyways, we ended up making it to the trail. This section here is the one curve I'm a little worried about. Just for the fact that, as you can see there, it's starting to erode. Now I'm going to try to take this thing as wide as possible so that when I make it around here, I don't go into this big ass ditch, because if I go in this, a little worried. Especially because it doesn't leave me much room on that corner. I can take that corner quite wide, but being that it's a 40-foot triple axle dually, it does not turn. So let's hope I can get in there.
Okay guys, we made it. We got it all the way up the driveway, our long drive up and down that windy part that we were really nervous about. We plan on parking it here somewhere by my favorite tree. So we think we've decided the location for the container house to go. We are going to be taking part of this hillside here and moving it over to the right to build this side up a little bit so that it's nice and flat, and hopefully we'll be able to have a little bit of a view of the swimming hole that's just past the bank there, and it'll be really pretty. Excavating that out there, we have decided, I guess our plan A, what we're going to do to get it in here into place, is the way that the trailer or the container is on the trailer right now, it's got to be spun around. So he plans on coming down, doing a little swooperini and backing the trailer right up into here, and then I guess lift it off with the excavator or something on the opposite end and drive out. So we'll see if plan A works. Usually it doesn't, so hopefully it does. Or we're on to plan B.
Now the computer won't work.
The best thing we could come up with for moving the container off of the trailer was to roll it on wood fence posts we had here, then roll it off to a point it hit the ground. As that was stable, then attach chains to the front to lift it up enough to successfully drive the trailer out from underneath. It looks like this is now the landing spot of the container house. Hey guys, so it's been about a year since I've been up here at the property, and Chris has done an amazing job with all the help from everybody. Brooklyn, Joel, Jim, his mom, Doug, everybody who's come up has done such a good job. I can't believe it. I want to cry because I love it so much. But here's the view from my dining room and my living room. It is beautiful, and I'm finally here today to get some work done. So I'm going to get up on the ladder and help Chris get the rest of these joists done on the top of the garage that where our bedroom's going to be above. So let's get to work.
I never really know what's going on. Look at me sometimes like all you want to do is run. Hear me out, hear me out. If all the things you never
gone along this morning while I slept in with the kids and got most of these ones all done. Everything sucks though because you have to put shims under each and every single one of them to get it all, and apparently the trusses are really wonky, so that's gonna be fun.
Here we go, turning all the wrongs into rights. Here we go, you can take me there tonight. Whoa, this life is all we know. Whoa, I can't stay if you can't let it go. I never really know what's going on. And even when you're next to me, I feel like you were gone. It's all the things you never show. They're all the things I want to know. Secrets start in the heart so slow. But if you don't want to.
Well, I'm going to use their old lady broom, but while Chris goes to the washroom, I'm going to get some cleaning done, what I do best. Alright, so we're about 3/4 of the way done and still having trouble with them not being the right size. I guess every truss company has people that don't know how to use a tape measure. So
They're too short in height.
with the sizes of the trusses not being correct, Chris is having to measure out strips and square shims to get it just right for the top floor to go on. Little by little, truss by truss, we slowly get the trusses complete as a team, working together all the way till dark to finish the final end truss. Another bright early morning, Chris has a helping hand from his Uncle Jim, who commutes 1 hour to come help us out. Apparently he enjoys it, but we're not complaining. Here they are starting the first of the sheathing for our second floor. To make the job easier on our backs, we purchased a PAM stand-up screw gun.
So we just finished putting the floor sheathing down on Brooklyn's room. It went fairly good. A little bit of a learning curve. We were a little out of square on putting the first sheet down, so when we ended up getting to that side, I had about a 1/2 inch overhang that I had to trim off, and we ended up with each sheet. Where is it? You started to get a gap on the one corner where the other one was tight, which shouldn't be a big deal that our wall's going over top of it. And then this front living room wall, I think our joists were kicked just a little bit because we got a bit of an overhang here that I'll probably have to shim this out, because even the bottom was sucked in a bit. They varied, the rim boards varied in size. The first one we put up, I measured it, it was 1.25 inches, so I cut every joist to match that. I took 1.25 inches off either side, but then once we got to the end, we had one that was only 1.16 inches and a couple others that were like 1.125 inches, 1.3/16. So I think that's why our rim board's sitting in a little bit. But that drill turned out pretty handy. It gets things going pretty quick. You don't have to fumble for screws. You're not bending over. The only drawback is the strips are fairly short. You're changing them almost every sheet, or every 3/4 of a sheet. Jim had mentioned it'd be nice if they had almost like a coil of screws that went on there. Then you could just blast through a whole bunch, but I'm guessing maybe that might get too heavy, or maybe problems being able to coil the screws up. So the next we're going to tackle is running across the catwalk, and then I'm hoping to get that section done, and then for the garage I still have a whole bunch of blocking to put in before I do any of that. Otherwise it's going to be really hard.
Alright, so I finally be able to have the grandma watch the babies, and I got up here. Chris and his Uncle Jim have gotten this whole spot done, a little bit over there, and we are going to keep on working, see what we can get finished for today. Hopefully we can get it all accomplished.
What's up is down, what's left is right. Chasing stars and holding you. I can't see the end, but we'll see it through.
Man, that's almost perfect. Oh, wait a minute, it is perfect.
Dangerous times, don't fly too high. Be sure
keep the ground in sight. Fly forever if you keep it tight. Love the world but keep the sky on your mind. Get on board. We're soaring on top of the world. Flying. Get on board.
So we're attempting to get the catwalk done, but I guess one of the major beams has a huge banana bow in it. So Chris is going to take the excavator over here, come over on the edge, and push it with just the tooth to try to get it over a little to make sure that it's all nice and even. So.
Put the level on it.
It's a bit too much.
It's a bit too much.
You hop down and back it out a bit.
With Chris being the one with laser straight eyes, he makes me hop down in to drive the excavator to get it just right.
Oh! That's not bad. Lift your handle up.
Cheers to a weekend of firsts with bringing the container to where we are building our new home, digging in the dirt, driving a truck for the first time, and late night board games. A weekend of accomplishments with family by our side. A big thanks to everyone taking the time to help us make this dream possible. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more.